What's up, folks? Hope you're having a good morning. Relaxing myself and everything, But life isn't just about going to work every day, and just having a day off to just relax your muscles. Should that be what life is all about? Think about it, folks. You're in a rat race every single day. You're going to work, trying to make a living because there's a standard. There's some type of thing set in place in your society. And if you don't toe that line, you're outside of the line and you fall short. Now, many of you don't realize that hamster wheel, it's all part of a design, a bigger design, right? And on some level, that makes you you're like sheep. You're being herded. And the direction, wherever you're going with humanity at this point, it's not something that's a part of what you're doing in your free will, with yours. And that's the problem, folks. You're blind to a lot of things, folks. Now, today we're going to talk about a few things. And I'm going to put them together because it's all a behavioral type of thing. When you think about it, it's all a mental condition. Mental condition is simply a matter of lower forms of energy, folks. I need you to grab that, right? We can use objective terms like happiness and sadness. These things are all, manifestations of energy. A lot of you don't think about the energy that you're housing and you're projecting to others in the world, which is creating the misery in the world. Talk about it every video. Now, the best of you, there are a few of you out there, you good folks who are watching these videos, and I appreciate that. You folks get it. And I suspect that many of you have this vibration that I'm talking about, right? I know I have it, And we see, folks, we understand that, bigger humanity is something that's something we're going to have to do. And it's going to be a product. The result is what I'm saying. I'm sorry. The result is really just a matter of us individually, one by one, changing something about ourselves. And collectively, we all change. And the direction shifts. But, what man wants to do. Which is why we're going to get today to the more important thing about, I like to use humility because that is the greatest lesson, folks. It's the lesson that we always have to champion and come back to all of the time when we have these discussions, because this is why you're in the state you're in at this point. Your lack of humility. What does that mean? Your reasoning, folks. Now, when I talked about the jobs, like I said, I'm going to relate these things. Your basic everyday lives. Okay, we'll use your sheeple basic everyday lives that you want to buy into, the matrix that you're in. Okay, great. You go to work every day. And then you deal with unreasonable things from your bosses at work. Right? A product of their dysfunctional minds, distorted energies that they simply play out on a job. Doesn't matter what you're doing. It's not really about the job. See, it's something greater. It always comes back to that greater thing, folks. What you want to be. These people obviously want to be what they are, which are demoniacs. And it feels good for the moment, but they're just not thinking on a bigger level, right? They'll pay for it at some point, But reasoning, folks, the greater reasoning. I'm sitting out here, I was just thinking about this morning, right? The average person is just not, we complain a lot. And then we go out and we do whatever we're doing, and we act and engage and enjoy certain things. The very things, you know, that are propelling this bullshit in society, folks. Reasoning. Now, you don't want to work a job unless you're getting paid. I keep telling you folks that it's about intelligence. In actuality, money is not real at all. You can say what you want. You can give it some type of, you know, fancy dressing. But in real reality, money is just a piece of paper. Right? And it's just a matter of trying to gauge, you know, something you're doing or your time. And you're trying to measure it by using some type of tangible object to measure that time. So if I come work for you all day and you give me a couple of ones or something or some bills or something, that represents my time. But in real reality, time is priceless, folks. You understand what I'm trying to explain to you? You guys don't get it. So if you scoff at the idea of societies, which are millions and trillions of these societies, which are much greater than your society, which are prosper forever, which will prosper forever, because they have the love of God in their society, folks. You have to put the Most High in all of these things. You know? A lot of you want to think in abstract terms about the Most High. And I'm going to bring this up because God is the greatest force, folks. Right? He resonates in all things. In these higher societies, folks, there's prosperity all the time. Always. There's no negative intentions or greed and stuff like that because these people have a higher vibration, which you folks don't understand or get. Your humility, like I keep talking about. So in your society, your present day society, you scoff at the idea of working a job for free. Or working in a society where everyone has everything and you live in happiness, and that's what it's all about because you're chasing it. You don't realize you want to have more paper or more objects or material things over another person. It's really about your self-esteem. And you don't get that. It's all psychological, folks. So the best of you or the worst of you, whoever you bind into this bullshit way of life, you don't understand that there's greater things to what life is. What we call life. There are greater things, folks. This is not where you'll be. I can promise you that, I can guarantee you that. This is not your last stop. This is just a learning experience, folks. And many of you are going to fail this class. This great class. Because you haven't understood humility. I just want to play a game, and I keep coming back to this exercise. I want you guys to understand about God's science and how he created this universe, right? And these duties, folks. So imagine if, let's say if the sun, because the sun is listening to everything you're saying. The great one, how you doing, great one? All of them are, folks. Mother Earth is listening. The moon goddess, she's listening. All of them are listening. The universe is listening to you, right? These caretakers, these great beings. So if they were to just take you up on your word about how you feel about the nature goddess, right? All of them are listening, folks. So if they were to take you up on your word, like I was just saying, and go about how you're thinking, they would say, well, let's say if they reason, let's go to that reasoning thing. If they reason that, yeah, we should work and get a wage. Right? Because they're doing duties. They're doing great things. They're doing a job. They're not getting paid. Right? So you think that their duty is to make sure you have air or certain things that you have right now. These gifts that allow you to function in this material world and be alive and stay alive, and you're not thankful for those things, folks. That's what I mean about humility. What are they doing it for? They're doing it for the Most High, folks. So whatever you do should be for the Most High. You not understand. You're selfish. You're not even great, folks. You're not even great in your conscious reasoning. You're low level. And yet you think and expect a lot of things from higher things for you. You expect these things. You think you're entitled to these things. Do you see the lower nature of man, folks? I want you to think about that. Your humility is why your societies do not prosper, folks. There's someone who literally wants all the toys. There's someone who literally is like a child in their minds. And when it comes down to it, you can talk about trading, you can talk about commerce, whatever the fuck you want to make up in this world, or these tangibles, these bullshit things that we make, you know, and idealize and try to pretend that there's something, right? The move and shake, but that's not the move and shake. The Most High is the move and shake of everything, folks. The beginning and the end, folks. Right? A godless society will not prosper. It's just a fact. No humility, lack of it. You're weak, you know, and you're ignorant. And what you don't understand, and I'm going to really be serious about this, because it's sad to me when I think about the fact that we're not going to elevate to that place, folks. Right? Many of us won't. Maybe just the ones I'm speaking to, the people who are getting this. They understand what I'm saying. Right? They're able to reason with themselves. They're able to be the best they can be. Yeah, we're not perfect. Sometimes we have bad days, but we're able to go back and reflect. Why were we bad those days? Pull ourselves out of those ruts of negative energy, folks. The best of us can do that. I love bad behavior, folks. But I get reasoning. I love reasoning. Reasoning is how humanity reflects on itself to become a better version of itself. And it's a simple formula. But those who complicate this formula have something distorted within themselves, that disturbed nature of themselves, that want all. Based on the fact that they don't feel like they're worth anything, and they have to devalue others and degrade others to pull themselves up and be something. But you're always something, folks. You're always something. And the best of us get that. You folks going over to my website, thinkbehavior.info, pick up my book, I Love Bad Behavior. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate the new subscriptions and comments. And, you know, the reasoning. Many of you aren't going to grab the humility thing. You're going to continue to try to be the best you can be by stepping on everyone else and doing what the hell you want to do. Because that's where you're going to end up, folks. Right? Not until you see that place do you realize how real it always was. And what you chased was just invaluable. Life is not about running around in a hamster wheel for someone else. Life is about enjoying life for the experience, for elevation, folks. Understanding your place in this whole thing, folks. Simple. Beautiful out here. Y'all have a great day. Take care.